Well, hello everyone again. This is your cruise director, John. I am here with Firooz Zadeh. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I've been practicing.
Very close.
Okay, we'll work on that. Firooz is one of our guest enrichment speakers, and you have, well, first of all, a wealth of knowledge that unfortunately we don't have enough time to even go into all of the things that you have this worldly knowledge of. But we are going to feature you on a couple of sea days.
Thank you.
And what are we going to be talking about?
Well, I just have a lifetime fascination about cultures and languages. So what my lectures are going to be all about is the human aspects of the countries, how they live, what they do, what they believe in. I have some really original music of the countries. I have some dances of the countries, and then the language, because if you just learn a few words in every language, you can go a long ways in their country.
Which really helps, and I don't know how many of our guests have had the opportunity to travel around the world, but you've picked these wonderful ports of calls, this itinerary, because it gives you the opportunity to expose yourself to different cultures and languages, and you're going to be able to help folks with maybe just a few helpful words that might make their stay on shore even more memorable.
And it would make people respect them a great deal as well, just to see that they are really, really respecting their culture. They really care for them. This whole area is a cradle of civilization, and passengers that they took this trip with the wonderful galaxy, they are going to see some people and some spectacular archaeological places and humans that they've been living 4, 5, 6,000 years ago. And they have a different way of life. It's a slow pace. It's a different thing. It's very different than our Western society. But they're happy. They just love what they do. And that is what I focus in my lectures, just to show them how they are so people can understand them and enjoy them more.
And it's sometimes hard to wrap your mind around just how old these civilizations are that are still very much surviving and doing well. I mean, I'm from Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, if you have a McDonald's that's 50 years old, it becomes a national landmark. So to come to these countries...
Well, there are a lot of places like Santorini, for instance. You offer a person a Mercedes and a donkey. It would luckily take the donkey because they cannot drive. There is no streets in there. They cannot use the Mercedes. But that doesn't make them any lower person or any degraded one. It is the way they grew up. Their life has been that way. You see a lot of older people that they make themselves useful. That's fascinating. No one wants to be useless and burdened. And they are not burdened to their families, and even they can't do anything, they can at least string a piece in there, which a lot of my shows, a lot of my slides show these things, and people would love it. And of course, I always have a humor in my lectures. I cannot give any lecture, John, without laughter. So they would really get an entertainment out of it.
That is very true. If you have not ever seen an on-ship lecture before, or maybe you have and just were not satisfied, you've broken the mold. In fact, Firooz, we have actually held him over for several cruises, more than what originally you were planning on doing. Very popular. Just make sure that you make and take the time to go see this terrific lecture, because you're going to learn so much. You'll be entertained as well as educated.
Laughter is the best or the healthiest medicine for a happy life. So we always do that, and you all, I mean, with your knowledge and with everybody else in here, we try to provide that happiness in everybody. I saw some people leaving that the lady was crying. I don't want to go home. I'm having too much fun in here.
So that's just a little bit of what you're going to be seeing on the 2 sea days. We will be giving you times and dates as soon as we have them.
And if they want to ask any questions or they want to see anything, any information, everybody is more than welcome to stop me at any time, and I'll be more than happy to give them as much description as I can to help if they want to know what things to do, where to go. A lot of restrictions are in some of these countries, including dress code. I mean, they really are very particular. And if you do what Romans do in Rome, you will be a lot more respected, and you enjoy the trip.
Very good. So we will be seeing you at your various lectures, and if you catch him around the ship and you want to talk soccer, he's your man.
I'm so happy to be in your cruise, and this Galaxy is one of the best ships you're going to have. People pamper you to death. Enjoy it and have a great time.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Take care, folks.